Okay, this is a review of the unit that I installed. The details are down below in the video details here, and just to show a couple of the features of how I installed this unit. As shown on all the specs on the Amazon website, the recessed portion of this actually does go back, as you can see here, and there's actually a lip here that allows one to install this in other methods. What I chose to do here was, as you can see, this is an existing brick fireplace that actually has a vented gas unit and everything in the back that I've never used. Lived here almost 20 years, and I decided to purchase bricks, and I was lucky to find them. I actually purchased some bricks that are the same, more or less the same color, and I just laid them in. These are not mortared in. These are just laid in lengthwise here. This one, as you can see. And then I finished with a top course of bricks here, just running along the top edge. These are all loose. And it's been stable for over a month now, and I'm really happy with this unit. So what I did here I did fasten this in. So it is fastened into I don't want to take this brick off, but it is fastened into a metal section of my fireplace venting unit, so it's very stable. But the other thing I did is I also put some coins in here in the front edge of these bricks, so it's just slightly tipping it backwards, so the weight here is tipping back. Now, some of the features here, this is a heat vent here, so it says do not cover, obviously, because the heat comes out here. I don't really use the heat that much. The intake, and this is some of the details that I was really unsure of when I purchased this, the intake for the heat is actually behind this brick. And so that's, I made sure this was set back just enough that it's open back there. So the intake is back there. The output for the heat is here in the front. You get a remote. As shown in some of the other videos and in the tech specs here, get all these different colors. It's really cool. I elected to go with these crystal rocks. They're just basically chunks of plastic. One also receives fake logs, which is essentially a one-piece unit that goes in there. It's just a row of fake logs as an alternative. I just chose to go with this. You can go either or. I suppose you could do both if you wanted to, but this was my choice here. Some of the other options are the brightness can be adjusted of the LEDs. There's a timing thing where one can set it for, like in this case, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Let's see how high it goes. Okay, it goes up to, what was that, 8? I never use it. I haven't used it yet, but I might someday. Let's see, heat level, high, low, all the tech specs show you what that means. Again, I have central heat in my house, so I don't really use this heat that much, but it's nice to have. It has a thermostat. I think it starts 68 is the low, I believe. Goes up to 82, I believe it went up to. So 62 to 82, it's in the tech specs. And then you can turn it off, turn the unit off and on. The heat runs a little bit when the fan runs a little bit after the heat's been on, but it is glass. So, and I've cleaned it a couple of times since I've had it to keep the dust off of it. And again, very happy with it. So simple to operate. I usually keep it on this color, and a little brighter, maybe one notch down from that. But yeah, just super happy. It's just ambiance. That's it. I'm not venting gas, not wasting energy other than just what is required to run this LED unit. Makes no noise. It's a little noisy right here. I got some noisy family members, but I can tell you this thing is quiet. It doesn't make, the particular unit that I got here does not have any sort of simulated crackling noises or anything like that. If you want that, look elsewhere. Yeah, just trying to think of what else that one may want to know. It was a bit of installing it here in the fireplace was a bit of a challenge because the mounting system, I think, is intended more for one that is going to like cut out a hole in the sheetrock and install it right into a wall. And since I did not do that, I'm putting this in an existing fireplace with some brick. It's essentially just more or less just gravity. It's just sitting there, and then I have it just in case we get an earthquake or something. I do have one metal strip that I just happen to have lying around the house, and I screwed it into the casing here and then also attached it to the existing frame of my fireplace system that I had. So it does have a strip in the back where there's some anchor points, and so one might have to get a little creative to do that. But essentially my fireplace is, I think it was a little more than 36 inches wide, or something like 37, and 2.5, 3 feet tall or something like that. And so it was a matter of just getting the bricks and fiddling with the dimensions here and just making sure it was going to fit. And again, I've had it for a month, real happy with it. The power cord comes out here from the back. I just have it sort of routed loosely through here, and it plugs in. I was lucky to have a power cord or a power outlet right here, because the cord itself is, I think there was actually quite a bit more back there. I want to say, and the tech specs will probably tell you how long it is, but I want to say this is 4 or 5 feet long. I think there was some extra cordage back there, but I didn't need it. So there you go. I hope this gives you what you need to know about this unit.